Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing super well. Today I am bringing you a video featuring all of my favorite products, and these products are for you if you're somebody with acne prone skin who does not want to be spending a fortune on skincare. Because believe me, I have been there. I've spent an absolute ton of money on skincare products that quite honestly haven't worked. Particularly brands that literally promise the earth that seem to cost so much money, and you apply them for about 3 months and see absolutely no difference. If anything, I've seen my skin get worse using some products. So if that sounds like you and you want to invest your money wisely and get the most out of your skincare, the most out of your money, then stay tuned because I'm about to give you my top 8, that's not 8 is it? 9, yes. My top 8 products that I swear by that all cost under £10. A little confession to make before we get going actually is that I don't have all of these products with me because 1, I'm feeling very lazy, I'm sorry, but 2, I've got some clips of these products already, so I think I just will insert them as I chat about them so you can see them up close. Also, there are some products that I actually don't own currently. They are because I've either run out of them or I'm using something else at the moment, trying something else. So yeah, in that case, I will insert a photo, and also I'll put a link below in the description so you can go and check them out for yourselves. So as always, let's get into it. So the first product I want to mention is something that I'm wearing today that I've been trying for nearly a month now, and I love it. I absolutely swear by it, and you can see it in my hand here. It is the Bioderma SPF 50 Photoderm Max, and it's tinted. The reason that I love this so much is because I want to have high coverage to prevent like premature aging, to protect my skin from developing more kind of pigmentation. Acne scars can heal better this way as well. You really do need SPF for so many reasons, and not just in the summer. You also need this as coverage, like protection in the winter months too. For me in the UK, typically I am indoors for the most part, but I do want to really make sure that I'm using SPF from about March, April onwards to around October. For the winter months, I kind of make do with the SPF that's in my moisturizer, which isn't always great, guys. If you're going to be outside at all, I really wouldn't recommend that. So the best thing about this product is that it's tinted. Okay, so if you are like me and you're looking for an SPF 50 without that real white cast, then this could be the product for you. I would say if you have a darker skin tone, this might not be great because as far as I'm aware, it only comes in this color, which is crazy. But if there are darker shades, I will have a look online and check it out. But obviously I always search for things that say light because my skin tone is light. But yeah, if your skin tone is like mine, then I would really recommend this product because it's great to find an SPF that doesn't leave that white cast. And also it's great to have just like a tiny bit of coverage. I wouldn't say that it builds up to like foundation level, but it definitely helps to kind of take the edge off, kind of blur out any kind of pores and things. So yeah, I love this product. It's amazing. I will be using this the entire summer. And of course, it's great for preventing acne because once again, if you're protecting your skin with SPF, of course, you're gonna have super healthy skin, which is gonna be able to rebuild, renew. It's gonna be able to repair skin quite quickly as well. So if you do have acne, you do have any spots, they're gonna be able to repair themselves a lot quicker. So I should add that I paid £9 for this product, so an absolute bargain. I'll find a link and put it below. If you don't live in the UK, I'm not sure you'll be able to find it on Look Fantastic like I did, so I'll also leave an Amazon link as well. But yeah, if you can get hold of this for anything less than £10, then do it. So the next product I want to talk to you about is MSM cream, and you may have seen me talk about this in other videos because I absolutely love it. I originally bought MSM cream for acne scars. I had researched a ton about it, about how it can actually help with the collagen renewal. I tried it, it didn't work so well for me. That's not to say it might not work well for you, but I found another use for it. MSM cream is essentially a sulfur-based cream. It helps with the elastin in your skin, it helps with collagen, and also just decreasing inflammation. So my trick with MSM cream is actually to freeze it in like an ice cube tray. I'll add a clip of that video on screen now because I have filmed myself doing that before, and honestly this works so well. Once you take it out of the freezer, put it in a little bit of tissue and hold it to the cyst or the spot when it's forming, and trust me, this does amazing things for your skin. If ever I feel something coming up under the skin, I apply the MSM cream cube. I leave it on there for probably about like 15 minutes, and I do that a couple of times in the day, and honestly I've never found anything that works so well. The best part about this is you can find MSM cream online on Amazon for like a tenner. So trust me, it's worth getting, or at least trying. You really have got nothing to lose. And yeah, I think there are other ways to do it. For a while I was actually using like an MSM powder, mixing it with water and freezing it in the ice cube trays. Both options work super well in my opinion. So number 3 is a product by The Ordinary, which I think lots of us are familiar with by now. And The Ordinary Salicylic Acid Solution 2% was my go-to for a little while. I absolutely absolutely loved it. Since I started using tretinoin, I've avoided using chemical exfoliants so much because it just seems to be too much for my skin. But before I was using tretinoin, I absolutely love this stuff and I think it works wonders on my skin. I find that some people work really, really well with salicylic acid and some people don't. Some people also work really, really well with benzoyl peroxide and some people don't. My skin definitely hates benzoyl peroxide, but it loves salicylic acid. For those of you that aren't familiar with what salicylic acid does, essentially it can go really deep within the pore and dissolve everything that's in there. So great if you've got oily skin, great if you're finding that the texture of your skin needs to feel a little bit smoother, like you're feeling like it's rough and the pores are quite clogged. This stuff is going to be amazing for you. And the best thing about this is it's super affordable. This stuff is like £5 from what I remember. So really, really worth trying out. Again, haven't got much to lose. I would say that if you haven't used salicylic acid before or any chemical exfoliants, then to just go really easy with this in the beginning. You don't want to irritate your skin and just cause more problems than you started with. Number 4 is my favorite cleanser whilst I was on Roaccutane. It was my favorite cleanser for about 2 or 3 years before Roaccutane and about a couple of years after. I've only recently stopped using this cleanser because I found something that I slightly prefer because it means I can support local businesses. The skin cleanser I'm currently using is by A. Florence Skincare. I will link my skincare routine up here right now so you can check that out if you want. But prior to that, I was using the Cetaphil Gentle Cleanser, and as I said, I used this honestly for about 8 years. Prior to using Cetaphil Cleanser, I was always using like really harsh scrubs and face washes that I would find in Boots and Superdrug, and quite honestly, I found that with my skin, it much prefers to separate cleansing and treatment, because if you're trying to combine the two, sometimes it can just be a little bit too irritating. So I prefer to use something super gentle to cleanse my face, and then once I've moisturized, I can also then apply any topicals that actually are active ingredients like salicylic acid, like tretinoin, those kinds of things. So yes, I would really, really recommend, if you're not doing this already, to find a really gentle cleanser and not to kind of aggravate your skin whilst you're cleansing it. I've made an entire video talking about Cetaphil and how much I love it, so I will link that on screen now if you want to check out more details about it. Cetaphil I was usually purchasing for about £8 or £9 in Boots, and yeah, I think it's super affordable, and like I said, with everything else, it's definitely worth trying because you haven't got much to lose. My next product is something that I've spoken about quite a few times already on this channel, like some of these other products to be honest, but this product is my daily moisturizer, and I've been using this for, I want to say, 2.5 years now, and it is the Avene Hydrance Optimale, and I have the one in Rich. There is also one in Light, and I love this moisturizer. I have never found a moisturizer this calming on my skin. Even if I have super irritated red skin, like when I was on Roaccutane, the same thing can happen sometimes when I'm using tretinoin, or as I'm currently using Differin, and this stuff honestly saves my skin. It really brings down the redness. It's really, really soothing. It's with thermal water, which is, I think, the main ingredient why it kind of helps calm the skin. And honestly, guys, this moisturizer, I just cannot say enough good things about. I think when you have acne, the tendency is to avoid using things that are really moisturizing, and I would also agree, if you've got really oily skin, don't go and buy like the super rich moisturizers. I don't think that's really going to do much for you. But if you have dehydrated, dry skin, I would really, really, really make sure that you're using something that's actually working with key ingredients that are going to lock moisture into your skin. I, for a long time, just avoided using moisturizer, which was honestly one of the worst decisions I've made. Because all that happens is your skin gets irritated because it is drying out with you abusing it with all these like chemical exfoliants and all these kind of products. And then yeah, you're not protecting, you're not locking in the moisture in your skin, so it can repair and renew. So please make sure you are using a moisturizer if you do have acne prone skin, and yes, I would highly recommend the Avene Hydrance Optimale. As I said, there's a light version if you are somebody with oily skin. So as I've mentioned a chemical exfoliant, I thought it's also worth mentioning the exfoliator that I currently use now that I don't chemical exfoliate, and that is cloud cloths, and I'm fairly certain I've mentioned these a few times on this channel, but they are little muslin cloths like this, which you get in a pack of, I think there's 3 that come in a pack, I want to say, I could be mistaken, but these ones are amazing because one side is super, super soft, and then the other side is slightly more textured, which is the side I like to use most. I just apply my cleanser to my face, massage it in, and then with this cloth I just buff away all the dead skin. Normally when I'm in the shower, my skin has really kind of absorbed the water and the cleanser just to make it really easy and not irritating for my skin. For me, it's super important that my skin is exfoliating, because if I'm using tretinoin, and some of you guys might be doing the same, if you're also using tretinoin or retin-A or Differin or whatever, you want to make sure that the skin that you are shedding is actually removed properly and not sitting on top of your pores and clogging it, because that can just cause all kinds of other problems. So yeah, using something really gentle to exfoliate is great. I have seen some people use like those sort of spin brushes. I remember years ago there was that huge phase of like Clarisonics and things. Those for me just seem really, really harsh. I haven't tried one, albeit, but I just think that using something like a cloud cloth or a muslin cloth is just so much more gentle on your skin, and I really think your skin is going to thank you for it. There is only so much skin that you should be removing. You don't want to like scrub and like irritate your skin. You just want to remove the dead layers. And again, like always, this product is under £10, and like I said, I think you get 3 in a pack. It might be 4. I honestly can't remember. Maybe it's 2. I should probably check that out. I'll leave all the details in the description box below. So next up, I want to talk about a retinol, because as I said, I use a topical tretinoin. Currently, I'm trying out Differin, which is topical adapalene. Bit confusing, so I'll just keep things simple. Essentially, a retinol is a really synthetic version of vitamin A, and it can really help to turn your skin over. So if you're somebody who's struggling with acne or has acne prone skin, you're quite likely to need a little bit of assistance when it comes to shedding those layers and just renewing your skin on a very regular basis. So retinol can do just that. I would really, really recommend to make sure you're using SPF with it, because you can actually cause more damage if you don't. So the retinol that I think is super affordable and works really, really well is by, again, The Ordinary. I've tried a couple out from them. The first one that I tried was one that was in Squalane, and then the second one was more of like a fluid. So definitely worth trying those out. I'm going to link those down below. They have a ton of different ones, so I'm not going to recommend one specifically, because it really is going to be dependent on your skin type and what you want to get out of it. And if you've ever used a retinol before, then again, that's going to determine which strength you go for of the retinol from The Ordinary. But yeah, they're like super affordable. I think they're like £8, £9, something like that. So definitely worth trying out. And if you're somebody that wants to be using kind of higher strengths, like for example tretinoin, I would really recommend starting with the retinol first and working your way up. That's something that I did, and I feel like it did help my skin to just build up that tolerance in the beginning. It's made such a huge difference to my skin. It's really refined my pores, and just generally my texture seems so much better. So yeah, I would really recommend it, like I said, and again, I will leave them in the description box so you can go and check them out for yourself. So the last product is a little bit rogue, I might add, because I actually have to admit that I've never tried it. But reason I want to include it in this video is because the key ingredient of this product is benzoyl peroxide, and like I said earlier, my skin just doesn't work well with benzoyl peroxide. However, so many people have such great results with this that I just think it's worth putting out there and for you to do your own research. I particularly get asked about this a lot over on Instagram. Lots of you message me about it saying, have I tried it? Does it work? And then you also follow up with a message to say that it's working really well for you. So I just wanted to share this information. Like I said, do your own research and take from this what you will. But the product is called Acnecide. I think you pronounce it A-N, well, acne, I can't even spell acne apparently, A-C-N-E-C-I-D-E. And this is essentially a topical benzoyl peroxide. I think it comes in 2 strengths, 2.5% and 5%. And again, you can get this super, super cheaply, under £10. I think you can even get it for like sort of £7.99, maybe £8, something like that, I can't remember. I'll check it out and leave it below as per usual. But yeah, so many of you guys have messaged me and said that you love this stuff and that it's worked to really clear your acne. And I know for a fact that there are just so many people out there that use the kind of acne.org products, that they use, what's the other line that I tried that I didn't get on with? Exposed Skincare, that's the one. Yeah, it didn't work for me, but I know it works for so many of you guys. So yeah, if you're looking for a really affordable benzoyl peroxide product, particularly if you're in the UK, because I know the acne.org products are really hard to come by over here, or you have to pay crazy amounts of export or import taxes. I certainly did. So yeah, this is another option definitely worth looking into. If you've already tried Acnecide, please leave me a comment and let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what everyone's opinion on this is. Like I said, as I haven't tried it, it would be great for you guys to pass the information on between yourselves too. And yeah, if you want to see my full skincare routine, what it currently looks like both AM and PM, I'm going to link those down below, so check those out as well. In fact, I'll make life really easy for you, and you can just click the box below and it will take you to the whole playlist, and I'll leave it there, guys. So see you next week, have a great week and take care. Bye guys. So I do it straight after I'm out of the shower. The first is this Avene Hydrance Optimale in Rich, and the second is this Afluent Skincare Hydration Booster Serum. I literally love them both.